Look at this. Feeling You with Vic the Brick Jacobs. There he is. And that funky hat. I love it. And me right here, PJ. We're so excited about today. So much stuff going on to talk about. Right, Victor?
I want to keep everyone cool. That is the key. Because here in Southern California, where we stream with Chris Donovan at the helm on the ones and the twos,
Yes,
it's crazy hot, but
it's hot.
sports is crazy hot. But
Yes.
we will be your fountain. We will be your fountains of Wayne. We will be your waterfall. We will be cascading crazy sports knowledge and
I love
crazy sports takes for you. But first, we want to pay homage to my friend and to a sports figure who's had incredible impact not only in the sports world but on the planet. As we honor his passing on his birthday yesterday, the great, the warrior, Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
It would
Yeah.
have been 47 today.
Hard to believe.
I was proud to call him, a friend. I covered him for many years. I started when he was 17 years old, coming out of Philadelphia,
Yep.
and I sat in his hotel room in Long Beach, and we shared French fries when he was just a Laker in his first year. And I knew then he was a poet. He was a poet, and he was capable of incredible impact, not just in the city, but on the planet. He was a force of nature,
Yep.
and we love him so. And he had a new sneaker released by Nike, in fact, the Pro Trail 3.
Yes, he does.
They threw down a commercial with his beautiful 23-year-old daughter, Natalia, who's in the commercial, and Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks. And it's a really cool spot. It's releases his new sneakers. They're all white and
The Halos. They're called the Halos. They're beautiful.
perfect. They're beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful sneakers. And again, I want to give a celebratory gong to the great Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yes.
You gong me. We love you, Kobe.
We love you,
We
Cole.
love you, Kobe.
He's an incredible force. I saw him a lot in the gym. Had the pleasure of interviewing him when he was very young too, and he was just there's no one quite like him. There was no one quite like him. No one thought like him. No one played like him, and it was just great to be able to rub elbows with a guy like that throughout life. So, yeah, we miss you. And right over the hill from where I live is unfortunately where he crashed in that horrific helicopter accident. So I go by there every day and I think of him, and you know. He's still a warrior. Always will be a warrior. So,
His impact profound
yep,
and eternal.
eternal,
Eternal.
eternal. I tell,
Eternal.
I tell you what's not eternal are the Dodgers.
Listen, if you want to talk baseball, talk some baseball,
Let's
PJ.
talk some baseball.
This series, 2 games in, as even as we stream, has been a horrific display by the Dodgers. Actually, no, their offense is
Oh,
gone.
what offense?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
It's embarrassing. When your only runs are produced by a rookie infielder,
yeah,
Freeland,
yeah.
2 home runs, and that's it. You're kidding me.
That's it.
But that's been it.
That's been it.
And why they're not hitting Darvish, um,
Wow.
this is uh, this is a mystery, but not really. They're not working the count as they once did, PJ. They used to work the counts of pitchers. They used to exhaust pitchers. They used to stay in their batter's box and not flail, and
Well, if
not
you if you
and
just
not reach.
watch if you just watch our man Otani, you watch him reach for balls that he used to not reach for. You watch Will Smith stand there and watch strikes go by. It's something I believe bigger than this. And
And hold on,
yeah,
Teoscar Hernandez just struck out again.
we,
I
we
mean,
yeah.
every moment, every at bat, he's striking out. Teoscar,
No, no, he's striking out. He's
love
dropping
Teoscar,
balls.
but
Yeah,
deep funk.
yeah.
Will Smith, deep funk.
Gunk.
Otani, funk. Occasionally, it's a home run, but he's just not taking enough pitches. Has to get on base. I mean, he's scoring runs in historic amounts. It doesn't seem to matter because the rest of the lineup, Mookie coming out of it, but in the middle of the lineup,
Yeah.
nothing's going on right now. San Diego has all the momentum because they're playing playoff baseball, PJ. They're moving runners over. They're bunting. Uh,
They're doing all the things we talked about.
I mean,
Dodgers don't.
situational hitting.
Yeah.
Sacrifice flies.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to hit a sacrifice fly. And the Padres are just hitting and playing like a playoff team, and the Dodgers are playing like a losing team.
But
And if this continues, when the Dodgers are what, like 15 and 18 since the All Star break,
yeah,
I think the Rockies may have a better record at this point through the last 35 games. I don't know. It's pretty close.
that's pretty
But
close.
if the Dodgers continue to play this way, PJ, they'll be in the wild card. And will they even get through a best of three? They can't if they continue to
I don't
play
think
like
so.
this. No, they may slip into a third wild card or a second wild card the way they're playing. They've got to snap out of it. Dave Roberts Sensei says they will snap out of it. But you look at the series thus far in San Diego. If you're a Dodger fan, this is depressing.
But Vic, who's the better team if you look between the Brewers and the Dodgers?
Brewers,
Okay? Who's the better team right now if you look between San Diego Padres and the Dodgers?
San Diego.
Okay. So, what are the chances of them at this clip? I believe it goes back to rhythm and timing. I know you're not going to agree with me on this, and I've complained about this for a long time. And Lasorda is rolling in his grave, by the way,
Mm.
and is the fact that he sits all these players, he takes them out of their timing. You know, Dave Roberts, love him to death, but he's sitting players for no reason. He said Will Smith, he took him totally off his game. He was leading the National League in hitting. Keep sitting him every other game, sit him. Baseball is rhythm and timing, just like most sports. They've gotten out of their timing and their rhythm. You watch him, and to me, Will Smith looks like he's just dejected, and he won't say why. I think I know why. He's not playing. He plays a game, then he's off a game. He doesn't need to do that. The guy is 29 years old. He's fine. We watch. You know, did Sosha ever sit? Did Lasorda ever sit?
No,
Can you remember a game?
very
Okay.
very rarely.
Okay, very, very, very rarely. These guys are warriors. Let them play. Stop this babysitting of trying to overthink everything and have people sit. And you have a hot game. Call had a hot game a few games ago. He went 4 for 4. He sat him the next game. This guy's a rookie. I mean,
Well, he's not a
ride.
rookie, but he's a rookie with the Dodgers.
I mean, a rookie
I
with the
mean,
Dodgers.
he
But
is he is in the league. But bottom line, you're right, PJ. You've got to play the hot players when they're hot, and forget the statistics.
yes,
Forget the lefty righty. I mean,
forget it.
Conforto should be off the team already.
Yes.
Why Michael Conforto continues to be a Dodger is a mystery to me. There's 30 games left in the season. The experiment's over.
He got a
Conforto out,
190 batting average, if that.
and he barely plays left field.
Yeah.
You've got to move Teoscar to left
Yeah.
and get and play Alex Cole and right and Pages in center.
Yeah.
You can't afford to throw away games anymore with Michael Conforto. And it's the same with rushing, the
Right.
backup catcher for Will Smith. He doesn't hit.
He
He only
doesn't
gets
hit.
a couple of bats a week. He's not going to hit either.
That's
He's
the
a
thing.
rookie. Maybe rest Smith. I agree with you. Maybe once or twice in these last 30 games, he has to play. He
That's
has to get his rhythm. PJ, you're right.
yeah. You know what? You know the best person for that? Ask Freeman to sit. Ask him. Freeman will say, "No, I won't sit. I'll play." Because he knows, and he went through the struggle, it's all rhythm and timing. You can't sit these big stars and think you're protecting them. You're hurting them. You're hurting the team. You're taking the whole team out of rhythm. You're taking all the momentum. Look at San Diego, how well they're doing. That's momentum. That's wanting to win. I'm sorry, but Dave Roberts is deflating this giant birthday cake every other day with this schedule he has and this haphazard, now you're playing third base. Now Kennedy's playing third base. Now, you know what I mean? And on and on and on. It's one player filling in for another. You can't expect these guys to be at the top of their game. It's impossible. He has to rethink the way he wants to manage. If he wants to manage by trying to eat outs, and he's gotten off that kick at least recently, but that sunk us in the beginning. And now, constant resting of the stars. Guess what? In July, the Dodgers were 9 games ahead. It's August, they're 1 game behind.
I also want to give credit to the San Diego organization for their uh, trade deadline moves.
Yes.
The Laureano pickup,
Oh, huge.
brilliant.
Yeah.
That's that's the difference.
Yep.
They reloaded. They picked up Laureano. They knew they were weak in certain positions,
Yep.
and they reloaded
Yeah.
with Laureano
Yeah.
and Miller in the bullpen,
Yeah.
and they look sensational.
It looks sensational.
The Padres are, I think, 12, 13 games over 500 since
Yeah.
the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers, as we say, 3 or 4 games below 500. And there's your 9 game lead
There
melted
it is.
away
Yep.
in a matter of weeks.
Yep.
Dodgers
It's
have to wake up offensively. They've got to do rediscover the Dodger way, which is get deep into counts, get the starting pitchers out of there, give what the pitchers give you. Like last night, Cortez gave them nothing, yet they
yep.
wanted home runs, didn't get it because Cortez wouldn't give it to them. You
Uh,
got to take what they give. And if they're not going to give it to you, work the count, get the base, get the ball, get the base on balls, get the single,
it's right.
move the line, move
Right.
the conga line.
Can you do me a favor, a personal favor? Can
Yes,
you put a gong in Dave Roberts' ears to wake him up? Can you
Dave
pop?
Roberts, you heard us. Gong me, you. For the sensei, Dave Roberts. Thank you, PJ.
Wake
He needs
up!
a gong. He needs a gong.
You need it,
Even cut Conforto at this point.
please,
Take your
today,
$17 million and go home. I mean,
today.
they're paying him $17 million to hit 180.
That's nothing. I
My
mean,
mother can hit 180. I mean, this is really to watch it every night. He's
it's
striking
painful.
out.
It's
It is
painful.
painful.
It's
I
painful.
mean, we have guys who can hit 250,
Yeah.
260. You
Yeah.
have Cole.
Yeah.
It's really and it's very disturbing. And and speaking of Otani's son, 2 straight outings where he's gotten hit hard.
Yes.
Maybe it's the end of the his cycle because remember he's rehabbing.
Yep.
Do you keep Otani out there 4 or 5 innings? I say yes. You're going to
Yeah.
need him in the postseason, but
Yeah.
it's kind of scary. Back-to-back outings where Otani's gotten beaten up, and it's if you're a Dodger fan, once again, not a pleasure to see. You want to see Otani, regain his form. Got 30 games left, people, and right now the Dodgers are sinking. They have to watch the Cubs. They have to watch the Cincinnati Reds. I mean, they
That's-
have a lot of issues.
Yep.
Let's say they salvage one in San Diego behind Big Yama. They'd be tied, but they're not looking good.
No.
Even
They're
if they
not looking
salvage the
good.
last one in San Diego, they're not looking good.
They're not playing well. And Dave Roberts felt like last year the World Series saved him. He said that. He won that.
Well, it all came together. It all
It all
came
came
together.
together. If it doesn't come together this year, I think Dave Roberts is really on the line because this is his team. This is his juggernaut. They've given him all the money in the world. He's got to find a way to motivate, stop sitting these players, and get to the end line. And if he doesn't do it, Vic, in 30 games, we're going to be talking about something else, I think. So,
At this point, they're looking like a wild card team,
yeah.
and
And they don't do well in the wild card.
they don't. And there's a gauntlet in front of them where every team is playing better baseball than them.
Right.
Even the Cubs, and
Yep.
look out for the Reds.
Yeah.
This is their future, unfortunately. But our future
Uh,
is the National Football League opener in 2 weeks.
So excited. So
Crazy great,
excited.
crazy great. The exhibition season is over,
Yep.
and Shador Sanders has made the Cleveland Browns roster.
He has. Well, they cut Huntley, which was, you knew they were going to cut Huntley anyway.
Right.
And Andrew Berry, the GM of the Browns, said up front, he said, "We'll keep 4 quarterbacks." So it's one of the few teams that commit to keeping 4, and they've done it. So, right?
Yes, and he had a horrible game
Horrible.
yesterday. His worst game.
Yeah.
Got sacked 5 times. He was like 1 for 4 for 12 yards, and
Yeah.
one scramble. He lost 23 yards.
Yeah.
Sacked 5 times. It was his worst game as a pro. But listen, he had a good game against Carolina and a lousy game against the Rams. So that's going to happen. But they kept him. Joe Flacco, as we predicted from the opening day, was going to start.
Right.
You got to go with Joe. You got to go with someone who knows the offense, knows how to win football games in the National Football League. And Stefanski wants to keep his job, so you got to start with Flacco. But now they have Shador, they have Dylan Gabriel, and Kenny Pickett. So they have at least they have a lot of guys. If someone
They
goes
got a lot of
down,
guys.
and,
Whether Pickett stays or not later on is a question mark for me, but for right now, he's still in there. He may get traded to some other team because I know he wants to play, and he's got an NFL background. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Gabriel, I think, has moved up, and Shador has moved down. And Gabriel could be the next guy by the time Flacco gives up the ball to take this thing over if things continue as they are now. It'd be interesting to see. It really would.
you're right. It's Flacco 1, Gabriel 2,
Yeah.
Pickett 3,
Yep.
and Shador 4.
Yes.
And speaking of Shador, I mean, it's amazing how the focus is on the Cleveland Browns. But
Yep.
our friend Eric Dickerson, the Hall of Fame running back, had a
Yes.
bombshell announcement this week with Rogan and Rodley on AM 570 LA Sports that there was a conspiracy by the NFL. He didn't name his source, but he is a good source, and I trust Eric. We've known Eric for decades. He's wonderful and he's trustworthy. And if he says something's going down, it's going down. And I believe Eric Dickerson. I believe in ED when he says there was a conspiracy by the league not to take Shador Sanders, to teach him a lesson because of his flash, because of his packaging, because he had deals already in place, with shoe companies and
Mhm.
card companies or whatever. He said there was a conspiracy. I agree. I agree there was a conspiracy. He says they made phone calls to teams not to take Shador Sanders. That's from Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
I believe in that. So
Probably.
NFL, I mean, how dare you let the process flow?
Yeah.
So what? So what if he has a shoe deal? This is 2025.
Yeah.
Players have shoe deals. He's the son of the great Deion Sanders.
Yes.
He's gonna have hype around him coming out of Colorado, coming out of college. NFL. You see the brick.
There it
You
is.
see it.
Give it to
Give
him. Give it
it.
to
The brick got me. PJ, it's a never world.
him.
Welcome
It,
back.
it drives me to another world.
Another
Drives me
world.
to another world. But I love it.
And how about more Browns drama? I love the Browns, not because of their football, Stefanski, Garrett and defense. They're just a wonder world of drama.
Yeah.
When Dylan Gabriel made a comment about competitors and entertainers,
Yeah.
he says, I'm a competitor. I'm not an entertainer. Obviously referring to Shador Sanders. But how about a statement like that to divide the team? But give credit to Shador
Yeah.
for absorbing it and saying, listen, what he says, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just out here to play.
Yeah.
He never shoots back.
Right.
And so I respect it about Shador. He's gotten shots from all over.
Yeah.
And he's maintained. Just, had a lousy game yesterday. But again, he's on the team. His brother didn't. His brother got cut, by Tampa Bay,
Yep.
for throwing the punch and, didn't have a great camp. But so one Sanders was cut and one
Yeah.
Sanders made a team. So that's nice to see. But
Yeah.
there's so much going on in the NFL.
Oh my God.
Parsons Project, Dallas Cowboys, PJ. When Jerry Jones calls his agent, David Mulugeta, who is one of the most respected agents in the NFL, and says that when he got his contract offer, his agent told him to stick it up his ass.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
And then they came back to Mulugeta and said, I never said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe Mulugeta. And again,
I do.
why would you ever make a statement like that, Jerry
I'm
Jones?
so happy he did, but I mean,
Contract from hell. It wasn't like he didn't say stick it up your ass. He probably said let's rediscuss the figures or whatever. An agent will never tell
never.
someone who's giving his client $200 million.
And he wants to deal with him in the future. He wouldn't say that. That's
Never.
how Jerry interpreted it.
Maybe he
That's how he
interpreted it that way to
Yeah,
stick the
that's
contract up his tuchus.
right, right.
No, Jerry.
I hope he
work
rolled
with
it up
Mulugeta.
first and didn't put it up there in a ball.
We'll work with Mike as agent. You see the brick, Jones.
Oh,
Jerry,
give it,
you see the brick?
give it to him.
That's your freak. Gong me, Ukes. I'm with Micah.
Oh.
And now they're investigating what Micah did during his last, preseason game. He was sitting on a table. He didn't wear a Cowboy jersey.
Oh, come
Who
on.
cares?
Can I say,
Who cares what Micah did?
30 seconds about Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones. Jerry is the most decisive force on the Cowboys. We know that. But he's the most negative force, and he's torn this team apart. This was a terrible move. Micah was a team leader. No matter what the money is now, it's not going to be the same. If, whenever they come to a head and they decide on something, it's just not going to be the same. That being said, Michael Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys, neither one of them are going to make it to the Super Bowl this year.
No,
I mean,
no,
it's just not in the cards. It's not even there. It doesn't matter. Mike is a great player. It doesn't matter, So this whole thing is ridiculous. One player, Micah, is not going to make Dallas a good team. They're not a good team. They're a struggling team, and they're not going to be good. They got a few good players, but they're not cohesive. It's just not going to be good. They're going to get trounced. So who really cares? I care more about the Bengals because Hendrickson's is there, and he's showing up. He's a hold in rather than a holdout, and he is showing class,
he wants to be a Bengal.
and he wants to be a Bengal, and he wants to lead, and he wants to do those things. In my opinion, that's how you do it. Because even though the Cincinnati is one of the cheapest teams I've ever known,
No doubt.
oh my God, do you know that they invited Esiason, Boomer, who's in their Ring of
Ring of Honor.
they invited him to be one of the main people at the Ring of Honor when they're going to induct two more, and they said he had to pay for everything himself. The flight. They're only giving him two tickets, Vic, not even to a box, but he has to sit in the crowd, and which he probably doesn't mind, but no hotel, no food, nothing. You don't invite somebody like that.
No, and this is the way the Bengals do business. So they're very cheap,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're proud of it. This is the way we do business. This is the Bengals. This is who they are.
it's crazy.
This is not a team who likes to take care of the ball players like the Rams, the Chargers,
Right.
Eagles.
Yeah,
Successful franchises
yeah,
take care of their players.
yep,
Even Miles Garrett was taken care of in Cleveland.
totally.
The Steelers take care of the people. But not the Bengals. This
No,
is this is the way it is. On a NFL note as well, these coaches who criticize their teams during exhibition season, like Sean McDermott, criticizing Buffalo, Ben Johnson criticizing Chicago Bears for not playing well. These are exhibition games, people.
right.
You're not going to get your first teams out there playing crisp football. These are your 53, 54, 55 people on your roster. Why throw your team under the bus and criticize?
It's a
Relax,
terrible.
McDermott. Relax, Johnson. You
Yeah,
see the brick?
you gotta give it to him.
It's the exhibition season, God, the Ukes. It's the exhibition season.
I can't believe it, Vic. I got to throw something at you because we're talking about all this NFL stuff. Who do you think are the top five richest NFL owners? Who would in your mind, and I'll give you the list of the top five, but in your mind, who would you think would be on that list?
Wow. Every team is worth billions
Every team
and
is worth,
billions and billions of dollars.
but the top five, think about it.
Dan Kroenke of the Rams, I think, will be number one.
He's number two.
Number
Very
two is Stan.
Yeah. Number two is Kroenke. So you got that one. Want to take another stab?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. Yes, he's number four with 16 billion.
Oh, okay. These are crazy billionaires. The Billionaires Club.
Yeah, yeah,
The Billionaires Club.
yep.
I mean, all owners are insanely rich because of the
Well,
burgeoning value of every NFL team.
who would you think would be the richest one?
Does Jeff Bezos own a team?
No, but he would be if he did.
The
But Rob Walton, Denver,
Waltons, right?
77 billion.
Wow, crazy,
Billion with a B.
crazy numbers.
Yeah. Stephen Ross is number three with 17 billion, the Dolphins. And then rounding out the top five, Shahid Khan, no relation to Shaka.
Chaka
He's got,
Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan.
he's got 13 billion. So
Wow,
that's the list. That's
that's
a lot of
impressive.
money we're talking about.
That's
That's
impressive list, but I can't wait to September 5th, Brazil.
oh,
Let's do the Super Samba. Mahomes, Herbert, Madison Beer, his new girlfriend.
Come
Uh,
on.
Justin Herbert's dating Madison Beer, it looks like, the pop singer. So that's fun for Herbert. But will it be fun for him against the Chiefs? That's a great game, a great way to start the season in Brazil.
Yeah.
And how about college football starting in Ireland?
Woo.
The Aer Lingus Classic, Kansas State, Iowa State. No one in Ireland knows where those states are, but who cares? Everyone's drinking Guinness and having a good time.
Yeah.
Pouring rain, still
Yeah.
fabulous, fabulous game. A big game. Iowa State wins. How about Hawaii stunning Stanford? That was a big game.
Last second. Last
Last
second.
second field goal
Wow.
in Hawaii. How far has Stanford football fallen?
Wow.
The intellectuals. But what perturbed me was a Stanford defensive guy. I think his name was Peterson.
Yeah.
Made a nice play, sacked a Rainbow Warrior for about 10-yard loss. Does a great dance for about 10 seconds, a real TikTok dance, and the refs flag him 15 yards.
I know.
This is college. Let the kids have a good time.
Oh my God.
NFL is banning every victory dance.
Yeah.
Anything with a crotch or a gun, forget about it. In
Right.
college, let them have some fun.
Some fun.
NCAA, again, you've been irrelevant for so many decades. You see the brick? How
Give it
dare
to
you
them.
let the kids have some fun? You
Come
see the
on.
brick? You freak! Aloha this, gong me ukes.
I love
Have
it.
some fun.
I love it. I love it. The,
On college football, just another flyer.
yeah,
UCLA football has been irrelevant for decades.
decades.
No one goes to the games. Basically, they suck. And put in a nutshell. So Deshaun Foster is their second-year coach.
Yeah.
Sensational running back for them back in the day at Tustin in Deep OC, Tustin High School. He has made a mandate that his players do not talk to the press.
How crazy is that?
Because he has problems communicating to the mass media doesn't mean his players can't speak. This is why you go to college, to evolve, to learn. The players have to learn to communicate, to go into high pressure situations as athletes and deal with the press. This is why they go to school, to learn,
That's
to
right.
evolve. And now he's robbing them of that process to talk to the media. Deshaun, you have problems. Your players want to talk to the media.
Yeah.
The media in Los Angeles is soft. They're not going to give the players heat. They're not out to quit. They're not out to tear them down. They're there to build them up. Deshaun Foster, let your players speak. You see the brick again.
Another one.
You see it, Deshaun Foster. That's your freak, dog me, you.
It's a clean sweep. It's a clean sweep. And we got to get out of here, but we have to say one thing about the World Series, the Little League World Series, where actually the day we're taping this show, Nevada is taking on Taiwan in the World Series. Going to be an exciting game. Nevada has never won. This could be very exciting.
Taipei is very exciting. They beat Japan. They've beaten Aruba. And my beloved bride, Yuko Sakamoto, made a very salient point about the funk that Ohtani-san has had. Is because his Japanese team lost to Aruba, and he was so sad that he's went into a slump. But
Very good.
Aruba beat Japan, and that was big. But then, the mighty Taipei, like back in the 60s,
Yep.
they've won the most World Series titles in the history of Williamsport.
They're
Taipei
amazing.
is tough. Taipei, Vegas, it's going to be a great championship game.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm glad you gave it love. And again, Golden State Warriors trying to get a hold of LeBron James. Forget about it. Lakers
Forget
will
about
never
it.
trade LeBron James. Are you
No.
kidding me?
Come on. No.
Come on, what are you doing? Why be a loser up in Golden State? At least he's in LA with Luka. Luka's healthy with Slovenia.
With his son.
Life is good. Life is good for LeBron James in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Golden State, I know you're making contact the last 18 months with the Lakers. Forget about it. He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
No.
He's not going anywhere. He'll be here. He'll be here. We won't be here because we have to go, but we want everybody to share this and listen on all your podcast forums. Tell your friends about this. Let's get this show out there. We speak the truth, Victor. We come at you.
We tell the
talk
truth.
the truth.
Love or die, that's who we are.
That's who we are.
And thank you, Chris Donovan, once again on the ones
Once again,
and the
great
twos.
job, Chrissy.
Chris Donovan, sensational.
Sensational.
Yuko Sakamoto,
Oh.
the queen of the gong, and
The gong.
and my beloved bride. I love you, Yuko. And we have Dave Cardona, our
Oh,
graphics master.
the man.
If you see the graphics, below the screen when you're streaming us on YouTube, that's all Dave Cardona. So again, PJ,
Great
a
crew.
pleasure, a pleasure. Stay
Thank you.
cool, and
Stay
we'll
cool,
see,
guys.
we'll see you next week. And
Yep.
to all who listen to Feeling You with Victor Brick Jacobs and PJ, I'm feeling you.